Hey, Shannon here. Today we're going to show you how to do a carpet runner with a little jog from 30 inches wide down to 26. Stick around. Okay, so here we are setting up the smooth edge. We are just pounding in real fast. We've got about an inch gap. We're 5 to 5.5 inches on each side of that white spindle. Now, we've already done most of the prep. We're rolling out the carpet so we can get right to it for you guys. Now, the smooth edge and the pad was set up at 5.5 inches out. This will be 4.25 to 4.5. Right there I have 4. We've got to push that out a little bit. Measure it on both sides, get it centered. Because you guys, you do need to remember that we are doing a jog when we get up to the top. This runner is 30 inches wide and we're going from 30 inches down to 26. So it's a pretty serious jog. You guys stick around for a while and you're going to see how that's all done. Now, we prefab this at the store today, and we pick the binding, we do the cutting, we line up all the patterns. So what I'm doing there is just smoothing off any staple marks that might be there. If you do see staple marks, you bang them in with a hammer. Cleans up nice. I'm on a 45-degree angle under here. Staple every inch if possible. Sometimes you can see I'm hitting the trigger twice. I like to pound lots of staples in there if it's a heavy-duty carpet. Now, for this particular runner, we were going to put pad on the outside, but it's very, very difficult to run that pad too far around the corner because then you'll see it through the nose there. So we usually leave it an inch back, and that leaves for no gaps. Now there I am. That carpet is very stiff, so we use a carpet tucker to groove it, get it in line, and then after I pop the staples in, I like to take the tucker over top and then bang those right down in, and that gives it a nice straight line. Now we're probably going to go the next 3-4 stairs, normal speed. Then we'll speed it up to get to the jog or transition from 30 inches down to 26. You guys definitely fast forward to that point, but there's a lot of good tips in here, really just how to put on a basic stair runner. Now this carpet is by a Canadian company called Beaulieu. I'm sure you can get it in the States as well. This is called Beloria. It's one of my faves. I think it looks great. The patterns always line up. It's definitely one of our signature series. We put in a lot of it. So there I am with the staple gun, splitting the pile, pulling it back a little bit, rubbing out those staple marks, because that's the last thing you want to see is staple marks. Some carpet shows, some carpet doesn't. That's why this is one of our signature series. It's just really, really user-friendly. A little tough to work with, so maybe not user-friendly, but looks good after install. So there we go. We grooved it again. Now we're popping in some dual-fast staples with the dual-fast gun. Ran out of staples, pop another 50 in there, and keep on going. Now you can see those little indentations there. We're going to take the tucker and hammer, we're going to bang those in, and that'll get rid of that. And it gives it a nice line too. It's tight, nice finish. Finish off those ends. Make sure there's no gaps. People don't want to walk by their stairs and see gaps underneath. Get in there in the 45. You can see I'm bending that down to get that groove a little, make it a little easier. Because without enough staples in, that thing will pop right off, especially when you go to kick it. Measuring on each side, making sure that we're going straight up. Checking it again. It was going in and out on me a little bit. 4.5 to 4.25 to 4.5 to 4.25. That happens. 1/4 inch back and forth. You just straighten it out as you go. That's why you always check. I had a great comment from someone the other day. You can also use like a little piece of wood if you're gonna, you know, you could use a piece of cardboard. You can use a piece of pad. So if it's 4.5 inch gap you need, make a 4.5 inch gap piece of pad. Just cut it with the tape measure. It's great. Same thing, super groove. Remember, repetition is the mother of all skill. Same way every time. If you're wanting to learn how to do this, just watch this video over and over and over again. Every stair is going to be the same way. You know, I will change up the methods a little bit, but pretty much, you know, I've got my rhythm down. Now I put smooth edge on these stairs because this carpet is pretty tough. You wouldn't want to not put smooth edge. You kind of need that hook with this stuff. I won't put smooth edge with all my carpets, but definitely with the thicker, heavier duty stuff, you will. You'll never feel the pins pop through this onto your feet anyways. And smooth edge always gives a really nice finish. If you guys have any questions, please leave comments in the bottom section. I'd love to answer them. If it's something good, I'll do a video for it. Now we're going fast here because we're coming up to the transition. I want to get to this for you guys. This is not a long video. It's 12 minutes in length. We're going to spend some time on the transition and then some time on cutting the top and matching the top to the top stair. Okay, here we're just going to push that down, bang that staple in, boom, can't see nothing. Now we're going to go slowly across. You can see that the pattern is all lined up. We did that at the store this morning. Now here's the top, here's the finished product. Cut the pad back, followed the contour about 1 inch back. You can see that this runner goes from 30 inches down to 26. All right, now we're gonna finish our last stair here. We're gonna bend this back, get a really good bend under there. I'm gonna cut it about 1/4 inch bigger than necessary so I can trim it with scissors after. Obviously use a good blade. I'm gonna scissor cut the end there so I don't fray it. Now I'm just gonna take my 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch off and fine tune this down so it fits in nice and tight. Not too tight because you don't want any bubbles. It's got to be exact really. Get rid of those little hairs and tuck that underneath behind the other carpet. You can see there's a little bubble there. I'm going to split the pile and we're going to pop a staple every 2-3 inches. Making sure that you don't see those staple marks. Split that pile and get that staple behind that pile. Then guess what? You don't see that. Brush them off with your hand, pop a couple in the top. Bob's your uncle, we're done. 30 inch runner down to 26 inch carpet runner.